Hello, all my wonderful listeners. My name is Bernice Sherman, and I am the Alphabet Lady Storyteller. And today I'm going to bring you a gift of a story. Before we begin our time together, I would like you to find a place to sit, get comfortable, relax, and oh, please, lend me your ears. The name of this story is called Not Our Problem. Once upon a time, many years ago, there lived a king, and he lived in a beautiful castle. And the king had an advisor. An advisor, boys and girls, is somebody who talks with you and helps you plan out things, and he was very good. They were very good together. And every morning they would have breakfast. And on this particular morning, they decided they would sit by the open window, and on the windowsill they put their breakfast, and they each had a bowl of puffed rice cereal. Now, to make that cereal even better, they decided on this day they would put on top some honey to sweeten it up. So they poured on the honey on the puffed rice cereal, and oh, it was good. Oh, they were enjoying it so. But the advisor noticed that some of the honey, when they went to put it on top of the cereal, it spilled on top, and he knew that that's going to get really sticky. So he said to the king, we should call the servants and they could wipe that up. And the king looked at that. He looked at the advisor. He says, never mind, it's not our problem. And they continued to talk about this and that. And while they were talking, that little drop of honey started to roll down on the side of the castle wall, and it landed with a little plop below. And at that moment, a fly came by, and the fly saw that honey and thought, oh, what a good lunch. Swallowed the fly. And just as he did, there was a gecko. A gecko is a lizard, boys and girls, and they have long tongues. And he thought, I think I'll have that fly for lunch. And that fast, he went over and he sucked up the fly. Why, just at that moment, there was a dog and there was a cat. And they both saw that gecko. And they thought, we're going to get that gecko. Why, that cat, meow, meow. And that dog, woof, woof, woof. They both started to jump wildly after the gecko. A fight broke out. Oh, you could hear that meow, 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 woof, woof. It didn't stop. It was awful. And once again, the advisor said to the king, oh, sire, there's a dog and a cat down there fighting. It's terrible. We should send somebody out to stop it. And the king looked out. Oh, never mind, he said. That's not our problem. And they continued to talk about this and that and that and this. And soon the woman who owned the cat, she came out. And the man who owned the dog, he came out. So not only were the dog and the cat fighting, woof, woof, meow, meow, but now, boys and girls, the man and the woman, you take your dog and you get him out of here. The man yelled, and the woman said, you take your cat and get that cat out of here. Why, the two of them started to fight. It was horrible. So much noise, and they didn't know what to do. And the people in the little village, they all came out, and they started to fight. And soon you could hear the advisor say to the king, sire, we have to send somebody down there to stop that fighting. It's awful. And the king looked up, and you know what that king said? He said, never mind, it's not our problem. And they continued to talk about this and that. Why, boys and girls, the fights that broke out with everybody in the town and all the animals, you could hear the cows mooing and the chickens quack, 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 quack. It was horrible what happened. And soon you could see the king and his advisor standing amongst all the rubble. The rubble is what happened when they burned down the castle. There was nothing left. It was awful. And the king looked out. He looked over there. It was awful. He looked over there, and it was awful. And he looked at his advisor and said, maybe, just maybe, that drop of honey was our problem. And that, my dear children, is my gift to you. Why, thank you so much for lending me your ears. Please tell your friends about me. And don't forget, please like and subscribe. Thank you. Goodbye.